Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in Software Incorporated. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. So first two videos kind of tried to accelerate my growth a little bit. Hired people a little bit fast, and it's paying off. It's working. The plan is in motion. We are building Image Shop, and we're actually on our second iteration now. I've got you guys to November. End of the year, we want to spend as much money as possible, at least to reduce our tax bill. Now, we're going to get an accounting department pretty soon here, but it's not something I got established yet. So we're not able to optimize taxes, and we're paying a 31% tax. It's big, but we can reduce that by having greater operational expenses. And one of the ways we can get a greater operational expense is by going into the build tab and buying the rest of our plot. So I think I'm going to spend the whole $576,000 here and just buy that. So that'll increase our operational expenses a little bit, right? Maybe not. Actually, I think it needs to progress one more month to actually show that, but we'll see. So I've got the plot. There we go. And we want to expand and move out this way. So I think what I got to do is get a proper accounting department. And so my accountants are going to be, I think, right up against my office here. We're just going to kind of like have Charlie be near the accountants. And their office is going to be probably this big is fine. I think this is okay because there's only two people in this. So I'm going to have that be the office. And then we can go ahead and have this hallway come back here. Okay, we're going to start things right off right now. You know what? Let's just hit this button and we'll hit this button and then we'll fix it later. Yeah. I think I want to have like a hallway template that I do. I don't know if I want everything red. Like I feel like the red is the main problem for me right now. But I'm not sure I wanted any other color too. Maybe this light blue is kind of cool actually. With the border at the top, maybe being maybe like a whiter color. Yeah, something like this. That could be okay. Maybe we have this be a template that we can save. I'll call that hallway for now so that I can expand that and have it be a little easier. Okay. So in here is our accountants, right? And what we want to do is have a door for them. And I think we'll put the door there. That seems fine to me. Let's maybe get some more light in here. No? Okay, fine. We'll just do this then. Yeah. Hide the walls. So same thing as we do for all the other places. And actually, I'm going to need someone to go cleaning, aren't I? We're going to have maybe you come over here. Let's copy this and we're going to paste you. Let's say accountant goes here. Whoops. Camera's doing camera things. Accountant can go here and here. Just going to put the basics into the room here. Let's get some ventilation. We're going to get the radiator. And of course, obviously, right over here. There we go. Okay. So we've got that going on in the office just to encourage them. We're always watching here. The founder is always watching you. We're going to change the calculator in the all calculators in the entire room are going to change to the phone. This is going to help with the service type stuff, make things a little bit better for their job here. And what we want to do for this is make a new team. So let's come over here. We're going to have a new team. This is going to be called accounting. Pretty straightforward what they're going to do, right? So we want to hire some service who focus on accounting. They're not going to have any other roles, and we are going to go high salary for both of them. There's only two of them, and I want them to be very efficient and very good at what they do. So, because they will pay for themselves. We're not going to bother with filtering by compatibility, and we really don't need any other perks here. I don't really need to worry about any other perks here, but if I do get some modest ones, I can save a little bit of cash. So I think I'm all right with that. Make them just a little bit cheaper if we can do that. Let's go ahead and look for that. Switch the team to accounting really quick. And let's check out what we got. So really what we care about, and that's the only thing we care about, are 3 stars in the offshore management. However, if we can get another person to also be leader, we get the benefits of leader as well. So at least 2 stars in HR and 2 stars in multitasking. Well, this one pretty much serves this, doesn't it? Yeah, it pretty much seals the deal. So I like this one. And we're going to just have you. Traits, Vivian Dawson. She's a stubborn flirt. Okay. We're going to hire you. Now, who's compatible with you? Got some normal compatibility here. I would like some great compatibility. I'm actually willing to do a whole nother search to make that happen. I would like some really good compatibility. There's only 2 people, right? Only 2. And then we're going to say, this is probably, yeah, I'll just look again. Spend the extra cash to look again. We do get good. Good is good. All right, good is good. Actually, this person would have been, they have the same stuff here. It doesn't really matter who's the leader then, does it? Yeah. Instead, let's make sure we do friend maker here because it doesn't matter. Born leader doesn't matter, but I want them to be good at everything else. This person is bad at everything else. So we're going to go with Genesis Garner. She's an extrovert flirt. They're both flirts. Great. Offshore management account is something that they can both do. So we're going to have you hired to accounting. So those are the 2 accountants. They're going to be in this room. And I think temporarily anyway, we're going to give them a window at least. You know, let them see the outside world. I am going to be expanding out this way, but I think for now, 1 window in there will do it just fine. Let's make sure we get everything else the way we need it to be too. We'll put a rug in here. It's a very easy way to get some good bonuses in here. And this blue rug adds a bit of contrast to everything. But I want these guys thinking about money, okay? I want them saving me cash. So we're going to make sure that these guys know that the really important thing is saving money. So we need this rug to be green like money. There we go. And likewise, the room also needs to be green like money. All right, so we're going to have this be like a darker color, you know, like the color of a bill. Let's say maybe several hundreds, maybe even thousands of bills. All right, there we go. That seems okay to me. Yep, that'll work. We need trash cans. Yeah, that's the last thing. Trash bins. So we'll just put one over here. They're not expensive. So I'm going to just be a little more realistic. We'll put one right there. And we'll give each one their own trash bin. Let's say put yours behind you. I think that's good enough. Effectiveness should be boosted. We've got the bookshelf. We've got the clock right there. Radiator. Yep, right there. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do here. I could maybe give them a water cooler or something, but I really want them focused. Let's help with acoustics and a little bit of environment score. We could do that. And I want that to change to this dark one here is fine. Just a little bit. Yeah. And we can then maybe duplicate that to be something like this. You know, just helping the acoustics of the room. I don't know, man. It's, I don't know. Let's duplicate that to put that over on this wall. Actually, I think right here. Maybe we move you to be... tell you what. Let's... I don't want you close to this because that vent makes noise, but if I move this clock over here, clock does not make noise. Let's move the clock here. And then we can stick that vent right here. And then this picture can move up. And let's give them another one. How about this lotus? Took that at in front of this was a big hotel down in downtown Saigon. They have a lobby with a bunch of flowers, and this was one of them. I took a picture of it. Okay, I think that is it for this. Maybe we slide this over. We've got an accounting office now, yeah? And the founder is always watching. Okay, both of these desks have phones. Seems good. The accountants will come in today. That's good. Then they're ready to do my taxes next year, and I won't get penalized. All right, I got 156K left. I also think maybe... Let me see how much they charge me. If I hit this cleaning bill here, they're only charging me $300. So like whatever. I just call them 3 times a day even, and they'll charge me less. Yeah, they're just doing it. It's cool. This is way past. This thing should have been developed a long time ago, but that's going to be a really good quality there. Yeah, outstanding quality there, helping our reputation even more. I let that thing go way longer than it should have because I had core on it just to give them something to do. Some of these guys are not designers. Like this guy's got nothing to do. So I wanted him to have, you know, something to work on, and it didn't really work that way. Turned out, yeah, it's fine. So we're on iteration 2 for Image Shop, and I think I'm going to take this to maybe August. Maybe May. Let's go May. May 1982, no matter what the iteration is, we pull the trigger and develop this. Now, the other thing I'd like to do is I want to sign a new lead. So we have Charlie was the lead. He's 75% inspiring, and we know that. But there's a chance that this guy is visionary, and I'd like to find that out. Also, he's really good with this 2D editor thing here, so he might be able to push this forward. I'm going to try that out. Now, this product, though, this IP, if he's a visionary, the IP will be attached to him. He's also going to want more money now. But so the IP is kind of attached to him. That's not great. However, we can develop another IP later and develop it removing that. And then I can have that be my main one, and he can still be the designer of it. So I want to see what his potential is. And everybody else is kind of whatever. But we're focused on games and 2D editor. We have experience on like touching that at least because we've been working on it, right? So there you go. Okay, let's speed up time a little bit. I do want, now that this is all open though, I think, we need to spend more money. I want to get reception, and I think it's got to be like right here. I may move the founder's office back here. I might just hop it back here to leave more room for reception, because I kind of wanted this somewhat grand entrance to the building, actually, is what I wanted, but not sure I'm going to be able to get it. For now, we'll just get a rough idea of where reception is going to be. So if the middle of the building comes around, if the middle of the building is about here is what I'm thinking. I want the front of the building to be kind of here. So reception would actually end up being right here, if that's the case. Maybe that's okay. Hallway there, and then they go into development offices from that point. Maybe reception sticks out. Let's say it sticks out this far. Trying to see how I want things spaced. Let's go this far. And it's purely for aesthetics. It doesn't need to be this big, but we're going to make reception here. Okay. That'll be fine for now. Maybe I'll have it come back as well, but later on. So let's take and get started on this. I think this is enough. Yeah, it's 3 by 3. Good. Okay. So I want a big glass door there. And then I want an all glass front. It's like that's like gonna be the entrance to the whole building. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this, and we're going to make this a door that is double here. Like this. So another glass door that takes them into the offices for developing things. This is where everybody's coming in now, not this. All this dirt and stuff is going to get fixed. I want something else to go here. And then obviously something else will go down here too. Probably a security office is what I should put right here. I think I'll actually go ahead and get that set up right now. We're going to have a security office right here. And we will have a white door there for that. That's good. Like it. Let's go ahead and do hallway for that one, just so we can get the same exterior look. And then in here, we want this to be really nice. So I want this to be, we're going to put 2 of these big lights. I think I need this bigger even. I have $115,000. Let's actually do that. I can make this bigger. Let's go way back here like this. This is our grand entrance area. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay. Let's move this to the middle of the room. I think we'll rotate it. Just trying to see where I want other things to be located. I think we'll do that. We're going to need, obviously, lots of artwork to showcase our brilliance. So we're going to have like artwork all around this area. Yep. And you see how like they're all the same photo, right? They're all the same image. Come on. Don't do that. Yeah, right? Like that. And another one on that door, I suppose. There we go. So artwork all over the place. Let's pick some. So we're gonna go with this picture was taken in the center of downtown Havana. They have this big open brick courtyard with this cathedral and there's a whole bunch of tables and stuff and restaurants like surrounding it. It's a very walkable area. And I was in Cuba for my documentary film, and I took this photo while we were all eating lunch. This one here, let's have you be, again, I think this is the beach of Da Nang, I believe is where this was taken. This could be Bali. I don't recall. I think Da Nang's beach was more open. It didn't have all this trees right here. So I think this one's a picture in Bali. This one over here is, let's say this. I want to have something a bit more meaningful on this one. Let's go. You know what? We're going to have one of my engagement photos back here. There we go. Yep. That's it. I think it's pretty simple to see what this is. My feet and her feet. Yeah. There you go. And then obviously the founder is right there behind our desk, and this has to be centered behind reception, so it's gonna be there. And then you are gonna move over one. There we go. For this photo, let's see about maybe getting, this is the same thing, it's taking the same place as this one, just a little bit further over. So we'll go like and do that. And then I want to get some, eventually when we start making products and stuff, I kind of want to get photos of video games and put them in there, but like those are copyrighted, and I'm trying not to use copyrighted stuff. Why don't we have some artwork? This is a drawing of my wife and I. I don't remember where this drawing was taken. I want to say this was walking around. I don't remember where this was. I want to say this is in Japan, but I don't know. And then let's move this over a little bit. I don't like how it's hugging the door. Just a little bit of space, please. And then let's put in, I guess, this waterfall. I think this is another Cuba photo. This might be another Bali photo. I forget where that one's taken too. All right, so there we go. We have a whole bunch of images on the wall, and I kind of feel like since there's 2 over here, should probably be 3 over here. You can center it there, and then we just duplicate it to this side, and then we can have a different one here. So we can maybe put in this one, this little beach photo here. That's fine. 2 beach photos next to each other. I actually think these 2 photos were taken at the exact same point. I just looked to my left and looked to my right is what I think this is. I'm not sure. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Let's do this rice bowl. This is just in a hotel in Ho Chi Minh City. I decided, nope, this is not even a hotel. This is my in-laws' house. Yep, that's their kitchen right back there. Yep, this is just a bowl of rice at my in-laws' house. There it is. Okay, there it is. And then the final thing we want to do in this area is we're going to get a reception desk. So we want to grab the receptionist desk here. And we're going to place it, I think, right back here, like that. The founder's right over top of her shoulder. Love it. Then we want to grab this carpet design. And I think this carpet design, we'll have this go about all the way up there. Switch this to where it's facing the exact opposite direction. Like it, like it, like it. Let's have these waiting chairs. And this is our waiting room, right? And they can wait like this. Actually, not sure about this because the door's right here. So I'm wondering if maybe I should have them facing the other direction so they don't block the door. So I'm curious if maybe something like this is better. And then that way we could have the door not blocked. Yeah, it's a little more open. The problem is it's like kind of right next to this. Maybe I don't need this many chairs. Maybe we'd be okay with just, you know what? Let's try this for a second. Just, you know, try it on for size and see what happens. I'm going to have these moved over, and we're going to stick them right in front of secure. Like right here is fine. Yeah. We'll just leave them here for now. So they can wait for things. They've got this stuff going on. Eventually we'll have a television maybe over here. We'll place one of the artwork with television. But that'll just be a very simple waiting area. We'll have some plants in the corners to add to that, you know, the room's decor. And I think that's kind of it for what we need here. Now in the security office, I want to go through security here. And I think it's in utilities. Yeah, surveillance desk. So the surveillance desk can be here. That's nice. And then we can have we need smoke detectors everywhere, don't we? Let's do that stuff. Make sure the fire marshal is okay with me here. Did I do it in here? I didn't do any stuff in here. Let's do that. And then we have to do fire safety everywhere, basically. So sprinklers, put that there, put that in the middle there, put it in the security room there. We need a radiator in here too. We need the ventilation, and I need a light. Light would be helpful in this room, wouldn't it? Let's do that. We're not going to do any windows, because we don't really want people to know that security's here. But security being here is nice because they have to come through this door. So I'm a fan of having one door into the building because burglars. But it makes everything way cheaper. Security can essentially just be one dude near the entrance and basically one camera. And I could even make this even cheaper by just opening up this little area and just having him sit in a desk right here. I could do that, but I don't want my employees sitting in here to eat. And so I like to have this room's usage limited to reception. That way they won't do that. They have to pass through it to get into the building, but they can't use the room unless they're using it for reception purposes, is what I like to do here. And that way it keeps the room from getting all messy from people eating and everything. So I actually think maybe something like that could look okay, but it's in the way of that door. So I'm not going to bother with it. It's okay. Okay, 86,000 bucks left, and I think that's good to go. The only thing left to do now is get the cameras and stuff going for that. So camera, we want that to be on, like, overlooking the door, but I did make the room a little bit big. So we're going to have a camera there, and we'll put a camera. Ooh, that painting is in the way. Might have to shift you over just a tad bit more, so that I can get the camera there. There we go. So I need the camera to be able to see the door. So we have two cameras in here overlooking it. That does reduce, you know, the aesthetics of the room a little bit. It does reduce the environment score a little bit. Put a little rug right there. That's neat. It actually matches everything. That's cool. I like that. And we can also do another one in the hallway here, I suppose, as people walk in. So that works too. Okay. I like how this is set up. I think we're looking pretty good here. I just need to hire security now. And because I'm going to have a lot of stuff, I'm going to have a lot of like computers and everything, it gets a little expensive to have to replace it. And it's really not that expensive to just spend an extra $1,500 a month to have one person sit in that desk and wait for people to come out and try to steal stuff from me. So let's go like 9 p.m. to 5. We'll just have somebody coming in here. No big deal. We don't have a specific room for them to watch, but they're going to come in here anyway because there's a security desk. So they'll go in here anyway. And that's it. That's it. I think we're good. I can't see the fire safety ratings. I go to, where is it? Fire inspection. I haven't had an inspection yet, so everything's going to be grayed out. But once I have the inspection, then I can like verify that everything's going to work and be fine. Good to go. Okay. We're going to go to 8. That's where security comes in, right? No? Yeah, security is just going to be here. So they're going to sit here. They're going to watch the cameras. That's it. There's just the 2 cameras. I don't believe the cameras. I wanted to see if they show the actual room, and they do. It's crazy the detail that they put in this game. So here's the front door. There's the carpet that I lined. Here's my 2 benches, right? From the other side, other perspective, there's the carpet, the front door, the 2 benches. They are the cameras. They didn't have to do that, but they did. They pay attention to this stuff, and I want to highlight it because I think that's amazing. Okay. I think Core needs to have an expansion to its team. We need to be able to do things a little bit faster. So I'm going to expand this room out to here. I think it's a good space to do that. And I almost feel like the break room is not in the most ideal spot. This is an 8-person team. It goes to be a 12-person team. And then if I leave it there, I can maybe add some spaces between people. I don't think that's needed. Let's go like this. And we'll just copy this and duplicate it. I want to rotate it, but I don't want to place it. So you have to hold down the button And then once you're holding down the button, you're placing it. So otherwise you hit R and it never rotates exactly the right place. And this is actually not able to place it where I need it to be. So I got to go one at a time here because something's not on the grid and therefore nothing's on the grid. So we'll go like that. There we are. And now I can take this whole station here, duplicate like that. There, more desks for people. Good. And then I can move this trash bin to be kind of more central, get everything with that. There we are. Okay. And then you kind of don't need to be in the middle here anymore. Like, don't block the walkways. So I'll put you in the back corner because there won't be anybody back there anyway. So this is a room for 12. And if I have to, I can scoot these back. But I would like to maybe leave the option to put some people along this wall open. So I'm going to leave that open. But there we go. Let's duplicate this image. And we'll put it, let's say here is fine. And we'll go ahead and change this to be maybe this this old cart that I saw where the horses were walking. That's not really inspiring for development though. This is also kind of a reddish room, so I want contrast. This isn't a whole lot of contrast. Maybe we'll just use the lotus flower here too. It's fine. That's cool. And we have the founder's image. We can move that to here. And maybe we can put the old Hot Tips logo here for inspiration. There we go. Just put that old Hot Tips app logo. I made this logo with the rounded corners and stuff back with iOS. But before it was called iOS, I think it was just iPhone OS 4. It like had like the depth to it before flat design became in. And if I had a website, I don't own this anymore, so I'm not going to tell you the URL because I have no idea who owns it now. But the URL, if you were to save it in your browser, then it would put this icon on your home screen. There you go. It was neat. It was neat that way. Okay, let's go to December. Now, we're going to be in debt. That was known. It's fine. We can get out of it. No problem. $42,000 in debt. We can get out of it. Not an issue. So we're going to speed up time really quick here. There we go. And people should be arriving now, including our accountants, who are going to make things much better for us, much cheaper for us in the future. Let's go ahead and make sure these are done. We'll go ahead and promote this one, finish it. Now we're out of debt. And we want them really focusing on this one. I need this one done today. I think it'll get there, but it's kind of lagging a little bit. Let's go core here. Let's have the other team help out really quickly, please. Get there. It's art, so there, that's good. All right, 113,000 bucks. That's fine. Let's go ahead and let them continue on. Okay, we have some maintenance stuff. Employee has the people can't find a toilet. So I've expanded now to the point where people are waiting for toilets. So we need to do something about that. So I'm going to have more bathrooms. Let's move this to the hallway. And yeah, they're just like waiting in line for the toilet. We want to go in and change this to have a wall there. Okay. And we're basically just going to copy and paste all this stuff in here. I don't think I'm going to bother with the radiator in the bathrooms, to be honest. Not sure that's really going to matter. If it's a little cold in the bathroom, then so be it. But I'm not sure I even need a smoke detector in there. It's not hard to add one, but meh. Duplicate here, and then let's just add this to inventory really quick. I don't think I need these in here. If the fire marshal says I do, then I guess I'll change that, but I don't think I need these in here. Let's get ventilation in there at least, so both rooms have ventilation, and then I want to add a light. Did they not have a light in here? They don't have a light in the bathroom? That seems like something I should do. There we go. Room not accessible from the outside. Well, I'm getting to that. Yeah, there's a door here now. Congratulations. We now have 2 bathrooms. Everyone can use the bathroom at the same time now. It's great. Let's get a maintenance guy out here to fix things, and cleaning guy once more to clean everything up here too. Okay. So 109 grand is what we have in the account now. And I got to check my accounting really quick here, because so our staff wages, maintenance, I think the construction is the biggest expense, obviously, but This has me concerned because this is kind of danger close to like the 109,000 that I've got in my account. So part of me is thinking I'm going to be really close to also being in debt when this triggers, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to borrow a little bit of money just to make sure that doesn't happen. We'll pay it back in 4 months. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure that when this expense triggers, because I can't be in bankruptcy at the turn of the day. Otherwise, I'll lose. So I need to make sure that the money is positive when this clock hits 0. Yeah, I think it's a good thing I did that, right? Because I borrowed how much? I borrowed $40,000. So I would have failed there if I hadn't done that. So that's fine. We can pay this back now, no problem. Just cutting it very close at the end of the year, right? For the sake of our taxes. I want to make sure that we are basically not having to owe much for taxes. So taking a look at our tax bill for last year, it says we have to pay $192,000. Still the way it is. It's fine. I think our purchase of the land, I don't know if that actually counts towards this. I don't think it counts towards our operational expenses. Depreciation is here. Here's our tax. Now, we have an accountant that are going to do accounting stuff. So accounting team is here. They are going to be doing our accounting. And estimated fulfillment, it says 65%, but I think that's not accurate. I might need a third accountant. I don't think so, though. Let's go forward really quick. We're going to change the team schedule. I want you guys working extra hours. And then, yeah, your vacation time can be in May. Basically, after tax season's done, you can vacation. Also, I want one of you having the leadership role, right? I think it was Vivian. Change your role to be leader as well. I'm just going to do that. And then that gives us all the leadership perks that go with that. We can go HR management. We can do this, although it doesn't really matter here. This doesn't matter either. Education level probably doesn't matter either. Like, none of this stuff matters. It's really just about the bonus that comes from this. And I guess handling education is whatever, and handling complaints and salaries and things there too. But I just want to make sure that they're covered by HR. All right, I failed the fire inspection. Is it the fine $6,300? Is it the bathrooms? Is that what failed? Not flammability. I'm looking for fire inspection. Huh? I didn't put a sprinkler in this room? Didn't put a sprinkler in this room. Okay. We can fix it as soon as I figure out where it is. Yep. Sprinkler there and there. And then I guess the fire alarm also needs to be in here, doesn't it? Yeah, I didn't do that. If I didn't put a sprinkler in here, that means I didn't put a fire alarm in here either. Thankfully, the fine was pretty mild. It was only $6,300. Usually, they can be very expensive. Those fines, they can be really big. I'm going to go ahead and tell them to develop this now, because I think that needs to be done faster. And Core's just going to keep jamming away at this. So at around May or so, I'm going to go ahead and develop this, and that's going to happen, regardless of what the progress is on it. I think I may also get contracts to join in on this, because the 2D design part is really kind of slow, and they have some pretty good 2D designers here. But I have to have them finish the contracts first. And honestly, this Wells Fargo one is at the line. I think I'll just promote this now. It's not going to be great quality, but at least I get the money for it now. And, that's good because I needed it. Let's take this loan down. Pay that loan down. So we don't need that anymore. And then we'll see what happens. I want to also go in, even though it's not really super important, but it'll look good. Maybe they'll use it. Who knows? Where is it? It's roads. Path. I want the path to go to the sidewalk. Like that. Yeah. And then maybe we can, I don't know, decorate some stuff. We can say outdoors. I can put maybe some of these trees out here. I can line it with outdoor lamps too. Oh, can I not? They still don't let me do that. You have to have it be a fenced in area to do that. Still... Guys, come on. Must be placed in a fenced area. Even the trees. Gotta be placed in fenced areas. It's silly. I don't like it. Because I can't have path lighting along the sidewalk and stuff. Unless I do this. You have to have it be like this. Which is not something I want, you know? Maybe I can get it to be a slab, but that's not what I want either. Glass, no. Like, I don't want fences. I just want it to be grass. You know? So I don't want this. It's lame. I wish I could change that. Just let me put outdoor posts here, but it still doesn't do that. It's fine. Eventually we'll do it, right? I just not going to do it right now, I guess. Go to the next day. We only have 25 grand left. Let's make sure we get these contracts are going to be great though. This one, this game asset one, we're going to add that to the schedule today too. And then, oh yeah, I know buses are still filling up. I get it. Let's make sure that we get our staff. We'll hire a cleaning person. Just so I don't have to do it every day, all day. The cleaning person can come in at, let's say, 6 a.m., starts cleaning right away. And then if I need it, I can call them again from there. But, well, we're going to need to call them today, too, because I need to clean now. Okay. Having trouble because of noise. So these guys have too much noise. Probably with the people behind them is typically how that goes. So we can have this be walled off here. They can walk past this. It looks a little funny, but they can do this. It's going to cut off the founder's photo. We can't have that. Can't have that. Founder will be visible by all. It is above. Is it above? I think so. He's looking above all the cubicles, so he can still see things. Everything is fine. That should help the noise between the two desks. Oh, wait. No. It's here. It's here. Yeah. These guys need it between them. Yeah. That's what it needs to be. I did that in here, so nobody's complaining here. But it's cool. Cubicle walls, we'll use it. It's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and hit development on that. Get that going. Develop this one too. Screw it. Let's just get it going if we can. Core is currently working on both of these to help out. Might even pause this just to really hit that. I need the money now. Good enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and promote that. Finish it. It's fine. Core works a little bit longer than the rest of the team does. But I want Core not to be on this anymore. Let's go back to normal. I have enough money now to, like, you know, cushion, banking it up and everything. So I think we'll be all right. Let me check my taxes, make sure we're getting that done. Tax report is 100% done. Yeah, we're fine. So we did 100% done in February. Very nice. Now, for this year's taxes, our accountants have to be in place to optimize them throughout the year. So they're doing things as we make money. They're making modifications and they're working every single month for this. So they're currently optimizing and they've already saved me $8,000 in taxes. So that's great. And we'll see bigger optimizations as we go further and further down the road. I would love to hire some more people for my core team, but I just I need to make absolutely certain I can afford it. And right now, I'm not certain I can afford it. I have $100,000 in wages right now. So I have to get the contracts kicking. They got to be cruising. There's my cleaning person showing up. Gonna get the office ready to go for everybody who's arriving. Also picking up after them as they walk into the door. Go ahead and promote that. Finish that. That's gonna give me $219,000. That's gonna offset my costs a lot. Let's go and get that logistics program on there. It's fine. Go ahead and develop that one. I don't really need the reputation as much anymore. I'm mostly just looking for the money at this point, so we can go ahead and promote this one. That's done, and this one's, yeah, that's another 164,000. So we're good now. We're really good now as far as money goes. How is the stock market doing? I'm not getting involved until 1990, like I said, but I just want to just see kind of, where is it? All companies. Yeah, let's see how it's going here. Okay, so we had things like, what would you be doing if I didn't, have a restriction on the stock market for myself, right? Well, I could have bought stock in Vicarious Visions, HubSpot, CyberGhost, Avid Technology, Google, and Blacklight Interactive. These are all these new companies that have spawned, and they have offered some of their shares for people, but like, look at where HubSpot is right now. If we take a look at their chart, or we don't, because it's not going to show me. That's interesting. There it goes. If you take a look at their chart from the time they went public, right? I could have bought them back here, right when they came onto the market. I could have bought it here, and they were worth 1.7 million. Now they're worth 80 million. I could have made 80 times my money by now, right? That's what I mean. It's way too easy in this game to just make money in the stock market. You just buy a company as soon as it goes public, and look, they all go up. Sometimes they go flatline for a little while, and eventually they will all come back down. But pretty much all of them, if you buy them right away, you will make money on them. And that's how you can kind of easily make money here. So if I wanted, I would buy Google right now, right? It's kind of flatlining for the first couple of months, but it's going to explode. You watch. We'll check in on Google later. Blacklight Interactive, same thing. They're only selling 0.4% of their company right now, and they don't have a product. If I take a look at the details for them, they don't have a product. But if I take a look at their timeline, sometimes you can see them coming soon. There's also an events calendar that you can look at right here that shows you when products are scheduled to release. So in April, Match Point Tennis Championships. Hey, look, it's Blacklight Interactive. So that's their stuff. It's going to launch next month. And there's the game, right? So if I wanted to make sure I capitalized on that, I'll just show you this way. I'm going to do an inconsequential amount of money to show you how this works, okay? I will go in and I will buy one share. Just one. Give me one share if I can. Can I have one? 3 shares? Okay, 2 shares, 1 share. $84. I will buy 1 share of this company just so we can track how powerful that would have been, okay? And this applies to all the other companies. So this is why I'm trying to avoid it. I want to go at least a decade under my own power. You can expand way faster if you just use the stock market. And for an impossible run, for the impossible difficulty, you're basically using the stock market instead of contracts. So there's a lot of standing around watching stocks. It's not engaging content. I don't want to do it. I don't want to play that way either. And then once you launch a product, then cool, you're good. But then you're still paying for the rest of your stuff as your expansions initially by going through the stock market. And by then, once you're established with a good product and you're making a couple million a month and it's like, yeah, I got great sales, at that point, you wouldn't have been doing a whole lot of deals necessarily anyway. You wouldn't have been doing, like, you're basically back to the normal game at that point, right? Only the beginning is really impossible, is really challenging. To where in this one, trying to like take over companies and trying to get really good penetration in this market, I don't think my sales are going to be good here. I'm not well known, which is why I'm using a publisher. I think this is going to create an elevated sense of difficulty that I'm okay with, that I like, instead of the impossible one, which is not really the vibe I'm looking for. Before we progress to the next day, I want to expand my core team a little bit. I need them to go a little bit faster than they are, especially once it hits alpha. I want to get this cruising. We're going to switch this thing to alpha, I think, in May. So if it goes to May, maybe we'll go halfway through May or whatever, but we're going to switch this to alpha in May. So I'm searching for some more people with system experience. I'd really like to get, more like level 3 here, which would be good. Hardware is not necessarily, though. I'm looking for people who can do things like this. Hardware still sucks, but I like the fact that you're also 2D. We're going to be like kicking ass in 2D right now. Yeah, this is good. I like this person. A little bit of a waste here, but I like this person. Bring them into core. Let's go in and get, here is nice. Having some more architecture people seems good. We'll go ahead and do that. And then I want like to get lucky here. Can I get lucky? It's a 3-star architecture person. Again, we're going to be making games soon, so that is going to be something that I want. We're mostly helping me with 2D here. I have 7 3-star 2D people. We're good on that. Getting another 3-star audio person right here. I think I got to do this. I got to have at least one of these guys in here. So we're going to bring you into core. So that gives me how many people in core right now? 11. 11 people there, 11 people in the contracts. There are 12 seats here. So I can have another. I can actually have 2 because founder's part of core. So there's actually room for 2 more in this list. Let me switch this to be audio. I want to hit audio harder just a little bit here, and then give me architecture, I guess. Yeah, and audio. So we'll look for this. It's gonna be a little bit better here, I think. Finding an audio person. Boom. Yeah, boom, right there. Hire you, and then give me one more. Again, hardware is not really something I care about right now, and I'd rather not pay for it. If I can put your stats somewhere else more meaningful, this is better for the design. Yeah, this would help. A little bit of artwork here too is cool. All right, we'll hire you for there too. All right, that is my core team. That's it. 13 in core for now. That will fill this room. Loving it. I just want to make sure, and I kind of have to progress the day to know this. Holy moly, how did I lose so much money? Oh, I paid taxes. Yeah. I had $205,000 in taxes, or in bills because of taxes. Yeah, almost $96,000 in salaries. Some hiring expenses, but the bills are that. So if I look at bills, taxes, $192,785. Yeah. Well, at least I didn't go into debt. We're good. We're good. Contracts is nearly done with this one, so we want to get them a little bit more. How about this one? 180K. And then I think maybe a couple of like really simple ones just to kind of chip away at it. We can do these simple ones and make them really high quality like that. Then we can get a higher reputation for that. So we'll promote that one and finish it. That's going to boost us up. We're nearly 4 full stars now. That's great. Let's go ahead and promote that one. It's done. This one can be developed now, and that will be their last job today because they can't do anymore. This is nearly there, right? 2D design is what I've been waiting for. So we have, it's really the layers right now that we're waiting for, and then it can go to another iteration. So we're gonna get 2 full iterations and then switch. It'll be May next month. So 2 full iterations I think will be more than sufficient for me. All right, so let's go to the next day. 29 grand left in the bank. We're riding the line, baby. Let's say we do this physical motor one. This is good. Add this to the list for them to do. Buses are still filling up. Consider adding parking lots. Not going to do that. Not right now. I feel like maybe like it's like $1 million, right? To buy this. I don't really want to buy that just for parking. Plus everybody will just walk over here. If I buy other land, then I have to also pay to put the parking lots in. And that's kind of what I'm also trying to avoid is, but I may have no choice. I may have to just suck it up and get a parking lot. And I don't want to flatten this stuff. Are these separate lots or are they all together? It's all together. That sucks. Like I want to leave this. I don't want to do that. I have to maybe put my parking back here, and that's behind the building. Yeah, it would have been nicer to maybe have my building facing that way, but then every time I'm playing, I'm just looking at this all the time, and I wanted to look at the city, so I may have to demolish this for a parking lot. I just don't want to do that, man. That part sucks, you know? I wish these were individual things. Like I could buy this one and this one and this one, or maybe this whole block was in squares. And I could just level this one and make this a parking lot instead of the big building. I don't want to get rid of the big building. I may not have a choice though, you know? Buses, they're getting crowded. So, heading towards bankruptcy. This is nearly done. Give me that full iteration. Come on. Let's go promote. I don't want to review this. I want to develop this, promote this, release it. That gives me the money. I want to also assign contracts here really quick to push that over the limit. There we go. We're in iteration 3. We're going to go ahead and take this to be assigned only to core now, and we're going to develop that. So now we are moving on to the development stage for Image Shop, and it is going to go fast. We have a lot of great programmers that can push that. So we're going to spend quite a bit of time in beta, have a really fleshed out, very good product. We can also go through another design iteration by getting a review. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Come on, finish that. Do I care? I have 194. No, I'm fine. I have $194 or $1,000. We're good. Inventory broke. Maybe I do get a maintenance guy now just to kind of have that, but I'm still only hiring him like once every 5 days or so, so it's not a big deal. Main SCM is now overloaded. So this is definitely going to impede our progress. So we can now go down below and I can grab this whole thing here. There we go. Just got to be able to see what I'm doing here. Oh, there's no light down here. There is a light, but yeah, somebody has to be down there in order for it to actually matter. So I want to upgrade this to the next server is what I'd like to do, but I can't do that till 1985. So we're going to instead just duplicate it, and I'll do it a couple of times. Yep, and then we'll go ahead and connect these together. And now they're all the main SCM. And that's going to, increase my capacity for working on things. $190,000. Let's see how much we have left after this. Yeah, we got a lot of HR expenses are huge. Let me check on taxes really quick. So we've currently optimized $12,250 in savings. So they're not quite paying for themselves yet. We got to make more money so that those guys can pay for themselves. And then eventually the accountants end up making me money instead of still chipping away at taxes and slightly losing me more money. But I mean, you're going to get penalized for not filing taxes. It's still a big thing. So let's go ahead and get a new contract here. This one's awesome. The problem is I just can't complete it in time. I mean, I should be able to. It's going to take 8 months, right? And they want good quality. I'm wondering if I think I can complete these two. Maybe at the end of the day we take this. It's not going to take me 8 days to do it, but I need the influx in cash right here. Are you paying me up front? You are. Oh, you're paying me, yeah, $161,000 up front. Okay, we're taking this one because that's worth a lot. I'm going to put a weight on that right now so they can focus on one at a time here. Let's go ahead and develop that. Get this one in design now. And I might just put this one early. Design, go, promote, finish. And now we can get that one done. Yeah, for ExxonMobil. Okay, not sure what we're developing for ExxonMobil. It's a graphics API for ExxonMobil. What does ExxonMobil do in this universe, huh? Who is ExxonMobil in this universe? They are not in the list of companies. Oh, they're private then. Yeah, they're just not publicly traded. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Paramount Pictures, eh? Is Paramount Pictures in the list of publicly traded companies? They are not. Okay, well, I guess we can't do that for them either. But they have a game asset, so apparently Paramount's going to do a game. That's neat. So this is why we've outsourced the marketing, because we're getting followers right now, and this is growing as we go. Love that. Because my own marketing team wouldn't be able to do that. I don't have notoriety. I don't have a lot of reputation for anything. I'm not well known for anything. So my own marketing team wouldn't be able to do that very well. Get followers. So we'll see how it goes. And it's only 344 followers. It's not a lot, but it's something, right? We can do this. July. So we're going to have a full year. I think we'll have a little bit less than a year in beta. So it should be a really solid product by then. Let's have them focus entirely on this one. This is worth $600,000+, so it's a really great contract. And then let's grab this one as well. These are starting to get really good, right? That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm working towards these ones that get really good. And then they pay for the development of other things. How's my SCM doing now? We're at 36. Okay, so we were like barely. The ExxonMobil one takes 14. The image shop one though is the big one, right? Our own product is taking a lot of bandwidth. I just wasn't paying attention to it before. Okay, so we're still up to 460. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna cruise here. This is great. All right, I'm going to leave this video here. I think we're at the point now where it's like, what, an hour in now? So I think we're good here. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. We're going to get Image Shop released in the next video, and we'll see how well we do. We're going to have to print copies. And I think if we have enough money from those sales, I can probably go ahead and get ourselves some manufacturing stuff. I think I'll buy this plot is what I'm planning to do. And we'll get some manufacturing, some print stuff going, and then parking lots here. And then they can just, I guess, walk from back here to the front of the building. I might end up changing the front of the building to be here anyway. I don't want to, but I might have to because there's no parking over here, of course. The game always starts you at the very edge of the map, and I wish it would start you in the middle. Just, I don't know why they chose to do the very edge every single time, but there's no way to load a map where you start in the middle. I guess maybe if you choose a custom map, we could have done that. I would have started right here with a custom map. I think that would have been kind of cool. This one's a little bit smaller, but I could have built up. Maybe here. Maybe here is where I would have started instead, just to give me some flexibility this direction. But in any case, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you. Bye-bye.